A band changing their frontman is always a big gamble that can lead to drastically varying results. And in a month that brought us a wide range of new big-name releases in the world of rock, we also saw the somewhat subdued arrival of a new Bad Wolves album in Dear Monsters. After exploding out onto the scene in 2018 with their hit cover of the Cranberries song Zombie, Bad Wolves quickly became a staple of the mainstream rock scene. Further #1 singles would follow, and the band would continue to grow their popularity with heavy touring alongside other big names. However, almost as quickly as the group appeared, everything was thrown into turmoil at the start of the year with the difficult public departure of singer and founding member Tommy Vext. Without going into all the details of the whole ordeal, as those have already been covered extensively in the past months, it goes without saying that it was a very unpleasant situation for everyone involved, casting a large shadow over the band and leaving the future uncertain. It wasn't until the summer that a replacement for Vext was announced in Daniel D.L. Laskovich, previously known for his work with the Acacia Strain. At the time, work on a new album had already been well underway, and in September, fans got their first taste of the new look Bad Wolves with the release of the single Lifeline, alongside an album release date set for October. Now, weeks later, we finally got Dear Monsters, a record that set out to prove that the outfit was here to stay. Knowing that it had the potential of being a real make or break album for the group, I approached it with some hesitation. However, I can confidently say that the band's third studio effort does not disappoint, featuring material that might be among their best. Old fans will be glad to hear that the frontman change did very little to shift the band away from their characteristic style, with the album very much retaining the familiar Bad Wolf spirit while twisting the formula just enough to keep it fresh. Leading up to the record's release, the band said that they aimed to capture a more focused and cohesive style on the new material, citing that the group's prior work potentially created splits within the fanbase due to the heavy contrast between radio singles and heavier, deeper cuts. This new direction is very apparent on the entirety of Dear Monsters, with its songs combining different elements of the group's sound instead of keeping them separate, resulting in an overall smoother listening experience front to back. The opening track, Sacred Kiss, does a stellar job of immediately introducing the listener to this altered direction, being a great way of kicking things off and setting the tone for the rest of the album. Another thing that quickly becomes clear is how DL's vocal style manages to capture a similar yet ever so different vibe to that of Vext on Disobey and Nation, making the transition between the two very smooth to the ear. As previously mentioned, Lifeline was the album's lead single and the first snippet that fans got to see of a DL-led Bad Wolves. The ballad about reaching out for help in a time of need spawned a sense of positivity upon its release, stylistically falling right in line with many previous Bad Wolves singles. Additionally, it has managed to garner some momentum on radio as well, peaking at number 6 on the mainstream rock chart. Though the song might not be one of the most remarkable cuts on the disc, it was definitely the right choice of single to help convince doubters that despite the singer change, Bad Wolves were still here. The album does feature moments where the group attempts to shake things up some more, creating a real solid sense of atmosphere and dread on a song like Comatose, despite a rather distracting IDK LOL lyric in its chorus, which might leave a sour taste in your mouth. Further along, the band's versatility is also displayed on mellower moments like track 9, Springfield Summer. In contrast, there are also more than enough moments that retain and embrace the more familiar heavy side of the band's catalog, such as the loud and epic standout track On the Case. With this album, Bad Wolves successfully put together an end product that manages to balance fresh elements together with ones that lean more towards their older work. Throughout its 45-minute runtime, the record features a plethora of atmospheric elements, chunky instrumentals, and epic, larger-than-life choruses. It succeeds in doing what it sets out to do and should please old fans, while also potentially bringing in new ones. All in all, Dear Monsters proves that Bad Wolves more than deserve a chance at the second coming, and that they still have a place in the mainstream rock scene. Even with all the other big releases that we have gotten in October, it's an album that I feel is certainly worth checking out before the group heads out onto the road again in 2022. In any case, that was all I had to say. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on the new Bad Wolves. For now, I hope you enjoyed. My name is F.A.D, and I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye.